वालेकुम डियर स्टूडेंट्स। मैं हूं हसन फराज, आपका टीचर, आपका दोस्त और आपको एक बेहतरीन गाइड करने वाला। डियर स्टूडेंट्स, टुडे वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक ऑफ बायोलॉजी क्लास 9 which is all about two kingdom classification and three kingdom classification. Today we discuss the very important topic. As you know that two kingdom classification and three kingdom classification have many complex concepts that students can't understand. But today in this lecture I must pursue that you concepts are clear. So without wasting our time, let's move toward our lecture. But before starting our lecture, I want to say you that like my video, subscribe my channel for the further more interesting videos and concepts of future. So now without wasting time, let's move towards our
Chapter
lecture.
number 5 today, chapter number 3 of biology. Chapter number 3 names biodiversity of class 9th. Dear students, today our topic of lecture is all about two kingdom and three kingdom classification. In this lecture, we must clear all the concepts related to two kingdom classification and three kingdom classification. As you know that five kingdom classification is of much importance, therefore I must make a separate lecture on the five kingdom classification. So today we must discuss two and three kingdom classification. So let's start our lecture properly. First of all, move on towards two kingdom classification. It is proposed by Carolus Linnaeus in 1758. 1758 के अंदर कार्लस लिनियस जो थे उन्होंने प्रपोज किया था टू किंगडम क्लासिफिकेशन को. According to him, all the organism are of two types, either autotroph or heterotroph. उसने कहा था कि हमारे पास जितने भी ऑर्गेनिज्म हैं इस दुनिया के अंदर प्रेजेंट हैं वो या तो ऑटोट्रॉफ हैं और या तो वो फिर हमारे पास हेटरोट्रॉफ हैं. He proposed that all kinds of animals or plants, all species that live in this world are belong to only two groups that are either autotroph or heterotroph. Let's see that what is autotroph and what is heterotroph. So it is the oldest system and classifies all organisms into two kingdoms, Plantae and Animalia. There are two major kingdoms that the Carolus Linnaeus found. They are kingdom Plantae and kingdom Animalia. What are autotrophs? All organisms that can prepare food from simple inorganic material and thus can store energy are autotroph, kingdom Plantae. फॉर एग्जाम्पल डियर स्टूडेंट्स, किंगडम प्लांटे के अंदर हमारे पास जैसे इनऑर्गेनिक सिंपल मटेरियल से हमारे पास वो अपनी खुराक खुद प्रोड्यूस करते हैं. कहने का मतलब ऑटोट्रॉफ का ये था कि वो जानदार जो अपनी खुराक खुद ब खुद पैदा कर लेते हैं उन्हें हम क्या कहते हैं, ऑटोट्रॉफ कहते हैं. यानी कि उन्हें अपनी खुराक बनाने के लिए किसी और चीज़ पे डिपेंड नहीं करना पड़ता, वो अपनी खुराक खुद ही बना लेते हैं. For example, the process of photosynthesis that carried out in the plants use many inorganic simple materials like water, carbon dioxide, oxygen, sunlight. These all are inorganic materials, okay, and simple inorganic materials. So those organisms that use simple inorganic materials and prepare their own food and do not depend on other species for their food are called as autotroph, okay. So if we move toward heterotroph are totally opposite to them. The organism that cannot synthesize their food and depend on autotroph or other are heterotroph and are kingdom included in kingdom Animalia. इसके अंदर हमारे पास किंगडम एनिमेलिया आ गया था, वो जानदार जो अपनी खुराक के लिए दूसरों पे डिपेंड कर रहे हों. यानी कि अब इंसान है ये खुद तो अपनी खुराक नहीं ना प्रोड्यूस कर सकता. हम खुराक किससे ले सकते हैं, या एनिमल से हम लोग खुराक लेते हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल मीट हो गया, मिल्क हो गया, ये हमें एनिमल्स प्रोवाइड करते हैं. प्लांट्स हमें क्या क्या प्रोवाइड कर रहे होते हैं, जितने फ्रूट्स हैं, वेजिटेबल्स हैं, पल्स हैं, ये सारी चीजें हम किससे हासिल कर रहे होते हैं, प्लांट्स हासिल कर रहे होते हैं. तो देयरफॉर ह्यूमंस आर हेटरोट्रॉफ. उसने कहा था एक ऑटोट्रॉफ और एक हेटरोट्रॉफ. हेटरोट्रॉफ के अंदर उसने वो सारी चीजें रखी थी जो अपनी खुराक खुद प्रोड्यूस नहीं करती, भले इन्हें अपने खुराक बनाने के लिए दूसरों पे डिपेंड करना पड़ता है. अगर दूसरे एनिमल्स की भी हम बात की जाए तो वो भी हमारे पास हेटरोट्रॉफ आएंगे, क्योंकि अब वो भी हमारे पास घास वगैरह खाते हैं. अब घास वगैरह हमारे पास किसके अंदर आते हैं, किंगडम एनिमेलिया के, उस किंगडम प्लांटे के अंदर आते हैं. सो दैट्स व्हाई दोज आर ऑटोट्रॉफ एंड एनिमल्स आर हेटरोट्रॉफ. As we see a common example in heterotroph, these are human beings. As you know that human beings depend on the other organisms like plants, different plants and animals for their food. So that's why all human organisms are kingdom belongs to kingdom Animalia, so they are heterotroph. If we see the example of other animals, they also depend on plants for their food, as they eat grass and many other shrubs like things. Shrub and plants are also belongs to kingdom Plantae. So that's why these organisms are called heterotroph, who could not produce their own food and rely on the other organism for their production of food and for their eating. Okay. So for the unicellular organism, अगर unicellular organisms की बात की जाए, according to this system, bacteria, fungi and algae were included in kingdom Plantae. All the unicellular organisms like bacteria, fungi, algae, इन सब को हमने kingdom Plantae के अंदर ही रख दिया था. कॉजेज ऑफ रिजेक्शन या फिर इसके ऊपर जो ऑब्जेक्शंस आए थे वो अगर उनकी बात की जाए तो पहला ऑब्जेक्शन हमारे पास होगा, सम टैक्सोनॉमिस्ट फाउंड दिस सिस्टम अनएबल टू वर्क मैनी यूनिसेलुलर ऑर्गेनिज्म लाइक द यूग्लिना हु हैव proposed of the both like characteristic plants and animals. Their plant like characteristic is presence of chlorophyll, while heterotrophic mode of nutrition in the darkness and lack of cell wall character is also of heterotrophic. So like these organisms who have the capacity and who are capable of possessing the qualities of both kingdom Plantae and kingdom Animalia, they also put unicellular organism in kingdom Plantae, although they must have a separate kingdom for these like unicellular organism, but there is no such kingdom for this organism in this system. This system also ignores the difference between organisms having prokaryotic and those having eukaryotic cells. इस सिस्टम ने हमारे पास प्रोकैरियोट और यूकैरियोट ऑर्गेनिजम्स के ऊपर, उन सेल्स के ऊपर, उन ऑर्गेनिजम्स जिनके अंदर यूकैरियोट या फिर प्रोकैरियोटिक हमारे पास प्रेजेंट होते हैं सेल्स, उनको भी इसने कोई तस्दीक नहीं की थी, उनके बारे में भी कुछ नहीं बताया था इसने. Let's move towards the three kingdom classification. In 1886, Ernest Haeckel proposed the three kingdom classification. Ernest Haeckel ने हमारे पास दिया था. He solved the first objection of the two kingdom classification and proposed the third kingdom known as kingdom Protista. इसने हमारे पास two kingdom classification की जो पहली objection थी, like the euglena organism who have the characteristic of both kingdom Plantae and kingdom Animalia, therefore they must have a separate kingdom. Ernest Haeckel make a separate kingdom for such these organism which is called as kingdom Protista. Protista accommodates euglena like organism. इसके अंदर हमारे पास euglena like organisms थे. He also include bacteria in the kingdom Protista. उसने kingdom Protista के अंदर bacteria को भी रख दिया था. In this system, fungi were still included in the kingdom Plantae, but there is a same objection of this system classification, that fungi were also still in kingdom Plantae, although it is not belongs to kingdom Plantae. So let's move towards the objection of this kingdom. अगर first objection की बात की जाए, this system did not clear the difference between prokaryotes and eukaryotes, same like the two kingdom classification. Some biologists disagree about the position of fungi in the kingdom Plantae. This is the main reason. And the third fungi characteristic. Now let's move toward the fungi characteristic. Although why the fungi have a separate kingdom, so why is not suitable in the kingdom Plantae? The fungi characteristics are given below. Fungi resemble to plants in many ways but are not autotroph. These are like plants but not autotroph. He is heterotroph. Okay, the first problem, they are special form of heterotroph and get their food by absorption. They get their food by absorption from the decay of dead plants and animals. They do not have cellulose in their cell wall, rather possesses chitin. Although you know that the plants have the cell wall made up of cellulose, but the cell wall of fungi is not made up of cellulose, it is made up of chitin. These are some characteristics that make fungi differ from kingdom Plantae and kingdom Plantae organisms like plants. These are the main difference between fungi and plants. थैंक यू सो मच डियर स्टूडेंट्स. यहाँ तक आज हमारा लेक्चर खत्म होता है. उम्मीद करता हूँ कि आपको वीडियो पसंद आएगी. अगर वीडियो पसंद आए तो लाइक माय वीडियो, सब्सक्राइब माय चैनल फॉर द फर्दर मोर इंटरेस्टिंग वीडियोस, एंड इफ यू हैव एनी क्वेश्चन सो टेल मी इन कमेंट सेक्शन, आई विल आंसर यू हियर. ओके, थैंक यू सो मच.